Well, good afternoon and welcome to another video. Yes, I'm out on another wild camp, and just to let you know, I've got about 20 fallow deer just to my left over there. Very nice. They actually run across my path as I was coming up here. So anyway, yes, I'm out on the camp. I'm up on the downs, my favourite place to be when I come to a wild camp. I'm going to be walking over there about another 1.5 to 2 miles. I'm taking the long way round to camp, so it should take me about an hour to get there, because the ridgeway is just over there, and there is quite a lot of people that walk along the ridgeway this time of year. Now it's getting dark a little bit later and it's a little bit warmer, so I'm taking the long way round because the gear I've got on obviously look a bit suspicious. So yes, I've got my OK35, got my Snugpak ionosphere to sleep in. I'm going to put my DD Tarp S. I brought my DD Tarp S out with me, so I'm going to be putting that over the top as well, and brought some food, my wood stove, and it should be a really nice camp. So I'm going to carry on walking that way, and I will see you at camp. So I've been wandering around this stretch of woodland for quite some time, and there's quite a lot of devastation here because obviously we've had a couple of storms earlier in the year, and there's a lot of brush on the floor, which actually helps me, to be honest, so I can pull some around to break the outline of the camp. But anyway, I found my camp spot just over here. There's enough room there to put my tarp up. Yeah, we'll give it a go. So yeah, there's just enough room, where there's more than enough room for my tarp to fit between this tree here and this one over here. I want to put it roughly about chest height. I'm going to have it a little bit more lower at the back than at the front, and I want to shove my ionosphere right down the middle of it. Anyway, I want to start setting up camp now. Yeah, get and do some chores. Tidy this area up a bit so there's no hard bits for my back to lay on. It's looking good, liking it. Anyway, get cracking. So I have here my DD Tarp S, and I've not got any cordies attached to it at the moment, so what I've done, so I just quickly grabbed it at the last minute. So I've got pegs in there and some spare guy line in that little bag. This here is I've got all this. This is 550 paracord in here. So I've got 4 hanked up 10-foot long pieces for the guy lines for each corner, and this one I've got I think it's 2 10-foot pieces again for the ridge line. I'm not going to go all the way through the tarp. I'm just going to go on the ends and go around the tree, but you'll see how I do it in a minute. But anyway, so yeah, this is all it. So I'm going to have to set this up, because I didn't do it at home, so I thought I'd do it out here. So anyway, that's the DD Tarp S. Nice little tarp that. It's just enough room if you've got a Bivvy bag, you know. And if it was camo, it'd be nice. If DD Tarps made this DD Tarp S as a camo one, it'd be absolutely brilliant. It'd be ideal. But they don't, so it's not ideal, is it really? So it's being green. Anyway, we're going to set this up. We'll do that now. So what I'm going to do is, just thinking on top of my head really. So there's the middle, just here. So what I'm going to do is put my paracord. I've got a loop at one end here, just there. I'm just going to shove that around here. And pull it through all of it, and then lock that off like so. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same to the other side, and then wrap it around the trees. So we're on the GoPro attached to my chest. So I've got the other side all set up. It's all around the tree, just over there. You'll see it just over there. So it's quite windy, as you can tell by the tarp rushing about. So what we're going to do is just wrap this around this tree, give it a really, pull it really tight, there we go, and then tarp hitch, so we're just going to go up and over like that, and I'm going to walk it round, come back under. Now you want to get rid of this, so pinch it, bring it up, so that's fine and tight, so pinch it, bring it up, move it across, and then all that's dangling down like that, pull the other bit through. Like so, that's locked that off. So what we're going to do is just going to find a stick down here, and just pull that, just to lock that in. As you can see, that's quite tight over here. Not really sure what that is, to be honest with you. Just something I've done, just pulled it round. Just pulled it round, locked it over, pulled it through, pulled the loop through and pulled it through the loop again. I'm going to lock that off again with another stick. Just grab one from here. Just pull it through. All these are designed to be quick release in the morning. So that's that. All I've got to do now is just get me guys and guy them out. So I just run you through how I'm going to do my guy lines in each corner. So I've done one over there, so just do a loop on the end, pull it tight, get your corner of your tarp, and then pull it all through. And there we go, it's all on there nice, and then roll it out here somewhere. Go on the floor just about here, so I'll probably peg it. I was going to make pegs, but I just bought them out, it's just easier. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a pheromone friction hitch knot. So just loosen it off a bit, just to give you some working space. So around, and then do a loop, just like that, do a loop, and then I tend to go just like a Prusik really, and then bring it all back, and then this bit here, this loose bit, just make a loop and bring it through there, put it in tight like so. And then what that enables you to do is, it's a lock knot, see, so you can just draw. Just put this bit, you can adjust your guide line going up there, put it nice and tight. You can lock it off if you like. I'm going to lock it off just on this instance because I'm going to go around later and adjust them all. So I'm going to turn that, put that through there. There you go. Anyway, and I've done the same to the one over there as well. Right, time to do the other side. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to do the other guys yet on my tarp. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my bivvy up, my ionosphere. Just clearing some ground underneath here. It'll just make it easier for me to set up the ionosphere. And then I can sort the guys out after. It's quite wide, the ionosphere. I'm just wondering if there's enough room under here, to be honest. Anyway, that seems to be about right. What I do is I'll get my ionosphere out. There, something stiff there. Get that up. I might have to avoid that, that's a root. Right. So I'm going to roll my ionosphere out on the floor, the inner, and position it where I want. So I've got the ionosphere attached to the bottom of my LK35, and if you look just here, these are the straps that go through the lid. And if you have something, normally when you have something strapped to the bottom of it, when you undo the lid, if you want to stop on the way and get anything to drink or eat or whatever, you know, you loosen all this and then the stuff on the bottom comes off. So what I've done is I've just put two, they're just normal rucksack buckles off of an old rucksack, and I just threaded them through there, and you've got these bits of webbing here, so they've locked on top of that, so whenever I undo the lid, you know, the bottom bit will still stay intact. So all I've got to do to loosen it off is literally just feed these through, just like that, and then pull it through. Everything's made to be easy, you know, it's not meant to be hard work. You make it easy for yourself, don't you? So anyway, this is the ionosphere. Got a few bits and pieces in here. We'll get cracking with that. Right, so I've got the base of the ionosphere out now. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to peg the corners in, just out of the way, because it's a bit windy. So I've got it in the position where I want. I can always adjust it. Right, so I want it to be on the edge, so that's about right. I'm just going to bring it probably down here, just an extra couple of inches, so around about there. Don't need to be in tight, just need it as a guide really. The last time I set this up was when I done the South Downs Way, which was quite a while ago. So I think it's probably about three years ago, something like that. It's the last time I set this up. So just going to peg the corners out just for the time being, and then flip that other side over, flip the tarp over the other side, and see where that comes. See if we've got enough room. So when that comes over, that'll be down here. So as you can see from that angle, you know, it's a nice little A-frame, and that's plenty of room, and I'm happy with that. So now we are all set up. The tarp is all done, the DD Tarp S, and as you can see, it is really nice and taut. I mean, there's a lot to be said. I do urge you to learn some knots, you know, especially the Faramon friction hitch knot. Let's get all this jungle out of the way, just so you really don't need to toggle them. I only do it because, you know, I just like to do it. But it is a locking knot, and even if you didn't put a stick through there, it ain't going anywhere, you know, and you can really pull them tight. I mean, that's not far off of being a low E, you know. I mean, so it's really is a good knot, the Faramon friction hitch. I learnt this specific knot off of Sandy Wiltshire man. He's got quite a few videos of knots, and that's where I always learnt mine. And so just keep practicing, you know. I mean, I haven't done the Faramon friction hitch knots. Oh, it's got to be for since my first camp, I think, on this channel. So last time I've done one. But yeah, so I do urge you to do. I've got Faramon friction hitches in all four corners. So we got top tarp hitch there. No idea what that one is over there. I just done it. And yeah, so everything's looking nice. So that's going to be a nice little camp tonight. Not expecting rain tonight. I'm expecting rain sort of like in the early hours from 12 o'clock AM all the way through to the morning. That's why I've got the tarp, so in the morning I can get out and I can have a brew without getting wet. So I've got a nice area to sit, which I should do just here, and yeah, just enjoy these surroundings. So what's my camp luxury? Bought two. Put that in there. Probably guessing what that is anyway. Let's put that in there. So this is my one of my camp luxuries. This is a seat that I take when I do my wildlife photography. It's very lightweight. I mean, what's this weigh? Should have it written on here somewhere. It's about 500 grams this, and it can take maximum load capacity of 150 kilos. And it's literally one of them. It's made of aluminium alloy, I do believe, and that seat is going to go there, and I should be sitting on that. And my other camp luxury, because I did buy two, is a beer. Now this beer I affectionately call mucked about beer, because it's one of them flavoured ones. If I come in close and show you. So that's the beer. Signature Brew Reverb New England IPA. So I'm not sure where this is made, to be fair. I was bought a load of these for Christmas, and I'm slowly working me through them. I mean, I'm an old school beer drinker. I like ale. You know, when I have a beer and I belch, I want my belches to taste of hops. You know, I don't want them to taste of tropical fruits. Go figure. But anyway, beer, 6%, quite strong. No doubt it tastes like lemonade. So we'll have that later as well. So we've got everything in the ionosphere now. So what have I brought with me? Quechua helium, standard really, that comes out of my other camp. I don't get on with inflatable pillows. I've got through literally loads of them. I must have had about 10 or 20 easy, and you know, this is the only one I can get a good night's sleep on. Reason being is when I'm asleep, I shove my hand up in there, you see. That's how I sleep at home, with my hand under the pillow. So anyway, this is the British Army jungle bag, the new edition with the mesh net across the top. Used that before. And I've got the Costco 10 degree quilt shoved over the top. That should be enough. It's going to be about 7 degrees just before dawn, dip it down to about 5. I mean, this is good to about 5 degrees anyway. The jungle bag, I've had that down to 5 degrees before without a quilt, and I've been totally fine. So the LK35 is over there, so I've got my down jacket for later. Just had to get everything out to put my bag in. Oh, reflective windscreen protector on the bottom there, and that is my Berghaus Trek 3.1. Anyway, it's got an R value of 3.1. It's good down to about -1. So anyway, that's my go-to mat. So yes, looking good, really pleased with it, and can't wait to get in that. It's been a while since I've used that. There's a lot of room in there. If I can be blatantly honest, you know, I would prefer this over the Dutch Army hoop bivvy. There's just a little bit more, well, there's a lot more room in the ionosphere than in the Dutch Army hoop bivvy. I do like my Dutch Army hoop bivvy, don't get me wrong, I love using it. It's ideal for low profile stealth camps, and I've just taken, when I was hoop bivvy wild camper, I literally just took the Dutch Army hoop bivvy, a sleeping bag and nothing else. No tarp, no nothing, and you could just lay down somewhere and no one would see you. But the ionosphere, very good actually. It is a bit of a faff, you know, setting it up. You know, you've got to put the inner up then the outer, and there's a gazillion pegging out points. I mean, I bought 14 pegs, so what I had to make 3, 14, 17, use one there, 18, you get your 19, you got 20 pegs easy, 20 pegs easy, I'm thinking. So yeah, about 20 pegs, and that's a lot of flipping pegs for one of these. But anyway, that's it. I'm going to put the kettle on and I'll get back to you later. It snaps quite easy, and it will take quite quick. As you can see, that's snapping quite easy until it don't, and then you stop. Just want enough just to make a coffee. No. That should be enough for a brew. Right, so that's it. Everything's all packed away. I've had my dinner. It's absolutely gorgeous. It was really nice. I really recommend doing that. It's at the Hairy Biker's cookbook, sausage casserole, and it's really easy to do. Just chuck everything in, leave it, eat it, which is the main thing. It's really nice. Anyway, I don't really like having lights on when I'm at a camp. I really don't. It's as you can see, it is pitch black now. It's 7 o'clock now, and I don't really like having lights on, so I shouldn't really be here. So I'm going to keep this short. I might do a little bit in the bivvy on the GoPro later when I'm in there. But other than that, I'm just going to sit here, enjoy the rest of the evening, just listen to my surroundings and drinking whatever this is, loosely described as ale. God, it's awful, really awful. Tropical fruit flipping ale. God almighty, what do I think of next? Anyway, I'll see you later. Well, good morning. It's just gone 6:30, and that was hell of a night. That was hell of a night. We got some quite heavy wind and rain last night. Started at about 1 o'clock in the morning, went through till 4. I slept quite solidly for when I went to bed at about 10 o'clock, all the way through till 1. It was a good solid sleep, but the wind and the rain did wake me up, and I had sort of like on off sleep from then all the way to 4, you know, half hour here, 3/4 of an hour there. So it's a bit of a broken sleep for them few hours, but as soon as it stopped, I dozed off back to sleep again, and I woke up 10 minutes ago. So was a good night's sleep, I suppose, but broken. But anyway, it's gone 6:30. I've got to get out of here. Got prior engagements, so I've got to try and clear all this out. Yeah, that's going to be a task. Anyway, let's open this up and see what the day brings us in. Right, so that's the ionosphere set down and brew's done, so I'm going to have a brew. So what do I think of the ionosphere? You know, I've used it before. I've had it quite a while. As I say, I did use it on the South Downs Way. That's for a whole week, and it rained the last night, so I had to spend the entire night in there. I think I told you that before anyway. But last night, there is such a gap between the outer fly and the floor. It's about what, from the rim of the cup to about here, you see, and the wind just whistles up through underneath that, and the wind was coming from this direction, so it was whistling up underneath that. And not only that, the rain as well was coming in from that direction, and so the side of the bathtub of the inner got wet on the inside as well, because it was such torrential rain last time. As you can see by the floor down here, even underneath me fly sheet, it's damp, and it's just covered in mud. It really is. It needs a good clean when it gets home, but it is a faff. You know, the Snugpak, it is a faff to set up and set down. That's probably why I don't use it that often. But anyway, it's all right if you're using it in summer. You just want to bring out, you know, just the inner, and just sleep in the inner and under a tarp, just like the DD Tarp S. That'd be ideal. You know, just set up the inner with a tarp. Brilliant. But there are a lot of pegging points on it. There's a ridiculous amount of pegging points on it. But anyway, I'm going to have my brew, and I'm going to set down the tarp in a minute, and then get going. So I'll see you later. Right, so everything's all packed away now. Just got to do the tarp. I just want to show you just how quick it is to undo one of these pheromone friction hitches. They're all designed to be quick release, and it's a lock. It's a lock knot. Very easy to do. I like I said last night, you know, yesterday, I do suggest you learn some knots, especially this one, because this one will get you out of a lot of trouble if you haven't got any guy lines and stuff. So literally you just put on this, and that is just as easy as that. That's how easy it is. So I'm liking the way I done my ridgeline last night. Just had a sort of like, I didn't have any whole pieces of paracord. I only had, you know, 10-foot sections, and all of this paracord on here are 10-foot sections, and I like the way I've done this. It's just through the end tab of the tarp and around the tree. I think it's an absolutely brilliant way of doing it. So this knot here you can fasten it with just a simple knot over there, and you can pull it tight with this one. I think this one's an event hitch. So again, all designed to be quick release. So it's literally, there's a knot, pull it through. Right, so that's it. One more camp done. It's always nice to come out. It's always nice to come up here. I do like coming up to the downs. It really is nice and peaceful and quiet. But yeah, it's really good. As far as the ionosphere is concerned, I will use it again. It is a good shelter, but it is just a little bit of a faff. But anyway, what I try in summer is I try and just the inner with the DD Tarp S, see how that fares. But yeah, it's been really good. Hope you enjoyed the video. I will be out again, don't know when, obviously there as and when I can do these. But incidentally, those of you that don't know, I have another channel called Wessex Photography. Now obviously that's got a lot more subscribers than this channel has, but on there I use the community post, and I post on there when I'm coming up to do a wild camp, obviously pictures of the kit I'm going to be taking and everything else. Even if you don't like photography, it might be worth you just nipping over every now and again just to have a look at the community post, just to see when I'm going to be on the next camp. But anyway, I'm going to go that way. My path is 2 miles. It'll take me about an hour, and I'll see you on the next camp. Cheers guys.